Man, oh man, we are not looking so great right now for the stock market and for Palantir stock, which obviously we're going to cover that. You're probably like, another Palantir stock update? Yep, another Palantir stock update, guys. So we're going to break down a bunch of charts in this video, my thoughts on what's going on. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and you might as well, why not, follow me on X and on TikTok. Those are linked down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So check it out. It's about 2:30 p.m. right now on the East Coast, and pretty much everything, well, obviously not everything, but it seems like everything is in the red right now. We have the S&P 500 down 1.1%. Same with the Dow pretty much. The Russell's down, let's see, 0.75%, and the big sell-off is coming in the NASDAQ, down almost 2.1%, and we have Palantir down 1.3%. Now it's under $24 per share, and we actually got under 24 bucks per share yesterday and after market yesterday. Not sure if you guys saw that, or actually no, that was in the pre-market today. We were at $23.40. So let's break down Palantir here, the charts, and then we'll dive into the indexes, which again are deeply in the red. So Palantir is down about what, 30 cents, 35 cents, down 1.4%. And we can see it's been all over the place. Today we opened up at around, let's see, 23.85, shot to about 24.40. We double topped at 24.40 pretty much, so we tried breaking out, failed, and then we ended up selling down to about, let's see, 23.40, and we've slowly been rebounding off that low, but still it's not looking so promising considering the fact that we're making lower highs. Do you guys notice this right here? And now we're actually trending under the moving averages here on the intraday chart. This could drop like a brick at any point right now on this intraday chart, which is something that you guys got to realize, right? So keep your eyes on that moving forward, and you're probably watching this video after the bell, so we'll see how this plays out in the next hour, hour and a half. But right now, I mean, it looks like we do have a wedge. We do have a wedge on the intraday there on Palantir, and overall on the 5-day, you guys can see we are down about, let's see, about $2 now. So we are down a good chunk, 8% in the past couple of days of trading here. And if I pull up, let's say, the 20-day chart, we can see we're still trading in that sideways channel, guys. Nothing really has changed there. You all probably remember from my last update video, we covered this. We talked about how Palantir has been trading sideways between 23 bucks as support and 25.50-ish as resistance. Yeah, you guys see that? We're still trading in this range, and now we're actually more towards the bottom of the range. So this is a big spot for the bulls here, guys. If Palantir is able to bounce off this point, maybe we start making a move back to 25 bucks, and really the bulls want to take out 25, 26 bucks. They need to take out that level, which we'll see, man. We'll see. Time will tell. We have to see if this, if this thing does bounce off this point, which, we have the rest of the week. We have today, obviously. We have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'm pumped. We'll see. And of course, we'll cover it. We'll do more updates here on the channel. Make sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you have not done so already. And the goal for this year, guys, is to hit 50,000 subscribers. I appreciate you all for tuning in, as always, by the way. And yeah, keep your eyes on the channel here on the 1 hour time frame. This is big for Palantir. So let me show you all these indexes, which, man, we are selling off big time. The VIX is up almost 8%. I assume the metals, yeah, gold's up 0.7%, 21.40 for gold. Wait a second here. Is that an all-time high? Wait a second. It's pretty dang close. Looks like we hit 25.50 earlier this morning on gold, which, yeah, that's got to be an all-time high, right? It's almost there. Yep, we're about $10 away from all-time highs on gold, which I haven't really talked about much recently, but I do believe in gold. It's not like I'm a gold bug or anything like that, guys, but I do believe somebody I'm not going to say for sure you, but in general, let's just say having some gold might be wise, right? Not a crazy amount. Again, I'm not a gold bug. I don't have that much gold, but owning a little bit, yeah, it's worth having. And I remember when I first started buying physical gold, I started buying the quarter ounce coins, right? I actually have a video on the channel. Go look it up. Type in Stas Talk Stocks, gold unboxing, something like that. This video is from what, 4, 5, 6 years ago, or not 6 years ago, geez, more like 3, 4 years ago. When I was buying those coins, gold was at 1,600 an ounce, 1,500 an ounce, right? I remember I was buying it at like 1,400 at some point. When the heck was that? Yeah, right here, 2019, right before, the pandemic, the shutdown, all that. I was buying gold in this range. So it's not necessarily an investment per se, but it's something that, has a long history. It has always gone up over time, right? Essentially, sure, there's ups, there's downs over years, of course, like anything else. But ultimately, it's a great hedge for inflation. And I kind of like collecting gold as well. I'm kind of a, let's just say, I don't want to say a nerd per se, but you know how you like collecting things, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Some people like baseball cards. Some people like this, that. I like gold. I like doing stuff like that. Old dollar bills too. I think I have like a weird $2 bill, a $20 bill that's like from, way back when. Just little things like that I think are pretty cool. And yeah, gold is up. I went on a little side tangent there, but it is what it is, man. Gold's breaking out. Why not? We might as well talk about it for a minute or two. And yeah, these indexes are getting railed right now. SPY's down over 1.1%. And the crazy thing is, well, it's still holding an uptrend, obviously, right? We're just pulling back a bit here on this 4-hour chart. It looks like we might go down to 495, 500. Boo frickin' who, guys. Clearly, the bulls are still in charge. It's not that big of a deal. Same thing here on Triple Q. I mean, look, we're pretty much already at the 180 SMA, but this is what happens after we hit all-time high after all-time high for a couple of days. It's going to pull back. This is healthy. We're right by the 180 SMA, right by 430, which is a big spot here for the bulls. So keep your eyes on that. We might be getting a bounce potentially. And the reason why we're down big time, well, forget about the reason why. Let's take a look at some stocks here that are dragging down these indexes, right? A lot of these big tech stocks are down big time, and you want to know why I know? It's because I bought more Google today, which is one of the big tech stocks that's down. Well, it was down even more earlier today, right? Where did it go down to? 131? Yeah, I was buying more Google in that range right there, guys. And now we're at 133, and overall, I think we're down about 15% from recent highs, which I think is just way too dramatic, way overblown. So I'm adding to my Google position here, guys. I bought a little bit more today, nothing crazy, just nibbling. This is a stock that I've owned in different accounts for years at this point. I've covered this before on my channel. It is my biggest individual stock holding, and it's been that way for a couple of years at this point, and I'm looking at this as an opportunity to add more. Personally, I'm not telling you guys what to do, but for me, that's what I'm doing right now with Alphabet, also known as Google. Let's see what other tech names are doing. So Apple, AAPL, let me pull it up. Yeah, that's down 3%. And now Apple, holy crap, Apple's now down $30 from recent highs. All right, so this has to do with something with China, right? I mean, it's got to be, right? Come on. What's going on here? Apple faces brighter days despite, weak iPhone sales in China. Yeah, this might deserve a video in and of itself, but Apple's iPhone sales dropped 24% in China amidst stiff competition. That is a big drop. Oh my gosh, 24%, guys. So yeah, that might be worth a video in and of itself, but Apple's now getting close to the lows on the 4-hour chart. You heard that right, close to the lows on this time frame. It's at 169 right now. The low's at 165. That is pretty insane if you ask me. Now, Apple's down 15%, and I'm not saying it's insane as it shouldn't happen. I think Apple was way overvalued, to be honest, at $200. But what's insane is how fast it happened. It seems like it was just yesterday we were at 190, and literally it kind of was. About 3 weeks ago, we were at 190. Boom, we're at the lows, just like that. It happens quick. So Apple is, it could be getting interesting, honestly. The way I look at it is, if this thing comes down towards 150, I might consider nibbling a little bit. We'll see. Time will tell. I'm not in a rush to grab Apple. In fact, it's not one of my favorite tech names to invest in. It used to be back in when I first started investing, really, when I first really started getting into it, 2014, about 10 years ago. Apple was great. It was awesome. I was in that, made a bunch of money. But nowadays, man, their innovations kind of, it's at a point where it's like, what's next, right? What's after the iPhone? Is it going to be these Vision Pros? Is this something else? So, it's a bit interesting. That kind of puts Apple in I'm not going to say a bad category or anything like that, but it's a little bit more risky, in my opinion, than something like Apple or not Apple, Alphabet, rather, Google. So that's why I'm more invested in Google. I think it's, there's more potential there in the next couple of years than there is Apple. But they're both great companies, obviously. We're just nitpicking here. But yeah, Apple is down big time. Microsoft is still pretty much at the all-time highs. I mean, look at this, man. Microsoft is whooping Apple's you-know-what. Apple used to be the biggest company. Now it's Microsoft. Apple's having problems in China. They're relying too much on China. That's another big thing. That's another big reason why I don't want to go too much deeper into Apple, right? In terms of putting money into it. That's a big risk. The innovation risk, that's a big risk. I mean, there's a lot going on. And with Microsoft, this thing's like, yeah, we're chilling over here. We're only down $20. Nothing major. It's crazy, right? But yeah, well, today it's down 3.4%, which that means yesterday it was pretty much a couple bucks away from all-time highs. Think about that, guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. We're rambling a little bit too much. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo, and check out Interactive Brokers. Those links are down below, and I'll catch you all later.